Excuse me, sir. Is this boat for hire?
It is your lucky day.
I would love to start asking, you just played Nicole Kidman's husband in Babygirl. You are now following in her footsteps to play a Paddington villain. How does it feel to be attacking such an adorable cultural icon? And did she give you any advice?
No, for Paddington, though, I think she did the first one. She was the villain in the first one. But we were too busy, actually, when we did Babygirl, which is a very complex movie, in order to just talk and just develop, conversations about Paddington, which is a much more simpler character in a way. Though the character that I play here has its complications too. But no, we didn't cross that kind of, paths. No, in a way, I'm very happy because actually it's the second time in my career that happened that two movies that are opposite open at the same time. It happened to me when I did Pain and Glory with Pedro Almodovar, which is a very complex, profound movie. And I opened at the same time Puss in Boots. And I remember it produced a certain interesting feeling just to go to a movie theater, these multi-screens, and you see the two movies going on at the same time. It says they have nothing to do with each other. Well, the same thing happened now. We have Babygirl, which is a very, very adult, oriented movie. And then, next to it is Paddington.
I feel like you've done a lot of these projects that take a moment to acknowledge like these other iconic roles you've done. Like there's a moment in this movie where someone takes a gun out of a guitar case, right? And like that happens in Puss in Boots. I think they reference Zorro too. How does it feel for you to see references to your own work in projects you take on?
It's funny. I mean, if I can do actually references, and clearly Puss in Boots is one of those, it's because the reference was successful. If it didn't mean anything to the audience or around the world, it's impossible that you just try to make a reference because nobody's going to remember what is the reference. But, and in this particular case, it happens too, in a way. It's a mixture, actually, in this case, between Indiana Jones and some of the characters that I have done before, because he's living in the jungle and he got another, his quest is completely different. To the quest of Zorro or Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots is something different completely, It's a movie, because it's a movie for kids, but at the same time, you got a wink of an eye continuously to adult people, to the fathers that are taking the kids to see the movie. No, I think that these type of movies, we have to be very careful with them because they produce a very huge impact in kids. There is a sense of responsibility also when you are doing them. I know because I remember when I was a kid, I was impressed by some of the movies that I did, and that I saw. And so, there were movies that actually produced a very positive impact in me, but there were movies actually that scared me, and it produced a reaction that was against the movies, So you have to be very careful because they are not only an entertainment. They are an educational information movie for kids. And I think that they are, all the script writers and everybody that is involved in Paddington, they are very much on that. And actually, when we were shooting at some point, I remember them saying, careful, we are taking the scene to a place in which we shouldn't be. We are getting out of the style. Yeah. And so I remember that. And saying, they're right. I have to go back and not doing it so aggressively because it's not the point. The point is that there is a frame of kids from this age to this age. And if I do this, we are going to another level. So, that was a factor that was always on the set.
That was great. Well, I think that's my time, but I really enjoyed watching your character struggle with his roots in this. You're fantastic in this movie, man.
Thank you, man.
You can take the bear out of the jungle, but you can't take the jungle out of the bear.